I melted when I went to Las Vegas for law school. I can tell you that for sure. It was hot.
Well, the summers down here get just a little bit too much.
Yep.
You know, but it's the heat's good when you have joints and all the other crap and all those problems. So I enjoy the heat. I think as you get older, the heat feels better. That's what they say.
I'll keep that in mind for the future.
I don't know how true it is, but hey, what are you gonna say? Go for the gustos, they would say. I guess that's all you can do. That's all you can do. You got snow already up there, Sharon?
We have not had snow yet. It's been a very dry fall, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get some within the next week because we're having a cold spell.
Uh-huh. Look, there's some friends of mine in Denver. They got hit with the snow.
Chairman DeVold, this is Tina. We're still trying to connect to the YouTube Live, so it'll be just a moment.
Well, Tina, let us know when we're live.
We may be live. We're not sure yet. We are live on YouTube. Thank you.
George, if this is being alive, I want to go back to 2019.
Melanie, Chairman DeVold here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get started in 1 minute then. Thank you.
This is Commissioner Bursey checking in by phone.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Bursey. We're going to go ahead and when I call the meeting to order, we'll do a roll call. Okay, Tina, sound check one more time before I get started.
Yes, we can hear you great, Chairman DeVold.
Okay, Sounds good. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. Tina, could you please call roll of the commissioners, please?
Yes. Commissioner Littman, Commissioner Littman, Commissioner Bursey,
I'm here.
Commissioner Brown, I believe it is not present. Commissioner Klessis,
Present.
Commissioner Wren,
Present.
Commissioner Rigby,
Present.
Commissioner Witt,
Present.
and then we'll go back to Commissioner Littman. Are you on the telephone? Commissioner Littman, are you present?
She just joined.
Yes. And then Chairman DeVold.
Present. Let me wait for just a few minutes. It looks like Commissioner Littman is just connecting now. Commissioner Littman, could you do a sound check and take your phone off mute?
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Okay, at this time I would invite any public comment. Is there any public comment at this time? And Tina, you'll have to instruct people how to provide public comment, please.
If you would like to give public comment and you're on the telephone, please dial *9 to raise your hand. I don't see any public comment.
Okay, thank you, Tina. Director Young, would you please administer the oath for those who plan to testify today?
Good morning, Melanie Young, Executive Director for the Department of Taxation. Since we're handling this meeting via Zoom, the oath is anybody who is going to be testifying here today will swear to tell the test to tell the truth. Thank you.
Okay, very good. And then Director Young, would you please introduce the first issue and only issue on our agenda today? Thank you.
Thank you. This agenda item is to consider the consideration whether to appeal the decision issued October 7th, 2020 by the First Judicial District Court in the case of the Honorable James Settlemeyer et al. Versus the State of Nevada, the Honorable Nicole Canizaro et al., case number 19-OC-00127-1B. By this decision, the court, among other things, granted plaintiffs' motion for summary judgment, declaring that SB 542 and sections 2, 3, 37, and 39 of SB 551 are void for lack of supporting votes of 2/3 of the members of the Senate of the 2019 legislative session as required by Article 4, Section 18, Sub 2. This item is for action. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Mr. Newby, I see that you're online. Would you mind framing the conversation for us, please?
Thank you, Chairman DeVold, members of the commission. My name is Craig Newby. I am Deputy Solicitor General for the state of Nevada. With regards to the agenda item, as noted by Director Young, this pertains to, as to this department regarding the constitutionality of Senate Bill 551 passed at the end of the 2019 legislative session. The relevant sections identified by Director Young repeal potential future adjustments to the MBT rate that were applicable by statute previously created in the 2015 legislative session. The issue in this lawsuit that was filed beginning in July 2019 is whether the Nevada Constitution supermajority provision requiring 2/3 vote to generate, create or increase additional revenue was violated by this provision, which purports to keep the MBT rate at the existing rate it was in 2017 and 2015 through elimination of this not yet effective tax rate reduction. The lawsuit proceeded with motions, then was delayed beginning in December through June based on a disqualification issue not involving the department. Subsequently, the parties completed briefing, and on a September 21 hearing before Judge Russell in the First Judicial District Court, he issued his oral ruling, which was turned into a written final judgment referenced by Director Young on for October 7th. The other parties to the case, each other party to this case has already appealed. The Department of Motor Vehicles has appealed the provisions pertaining to Senate Bill 542. The plaintiffs have appealed with regards to the dismissal of the individual defendants in the case, which include the Senate Majority Leader, the Governor, the Lieutenant Governor, and the Senate Secretary, and the legislature, as represented by Legislative Counsel Bureau, has appealed the entire October 7 judgment. With that, I would be happy. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but I will note that I do recommend that the Commission approve this item and approve the appeal. The appeal has merit. There is a similar challenge to the supermajority constitutional provision that is up before the Nevada Supreme Court in the Morenci matter, to which this department is also a party, which pertains to the program commonly referred to as the Opportunity Scholarships, and whether a reduction in tax credits required a supermajority vote pertaining to two-thirds approval. So the Nevada Supreme Court is going to be addressing these legal issues and what the supermajority provision means, which with regards to tax, obviously is very important to the Department of Taxation in this commission. And with that, I would recommend approval of the appeal. These issues will be appealed whether the department is there or not, and be happy to answer any additional questions that you may have.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Newby. At this time, I'm sure that everyone has read the supporting documents associated with this, and thank you for that overview, Mr. Newby. Is there any questions or comments at this time?
Mr. Chairman, this is George Kalestis. I'd move to approve the item and move forward with the appeal.
Thank you.
Commissioner Wren, second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second to appeal the decision issued October 7th, 2020. And what I'm going to do is call for a roll call vote, please. Tina, could you please do that for me?
Commissioner Littman,
In favor?
Commissioner Bursey,
Aye.
Commissioner Kalessis,
Aye.
Commissioner Wren,
Aye.
Commissioner Rigby,
Nay.
Commissioner Witt,
Aye.
and Chairman DeVold.
Chair votes aye as well. I kind of view this as a, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So I think that's kind of how I view this appeal. So thank you for all of your hard work, Mr. Pope and Mr. Newby. We appreciate your time. Okay, the next meeting of the Tax Commission will be December the 7th. Is there any public comment at this time? Tina, if you don't mind, could you re-instruct folks how to provide public comment, please?
Yes. If you're on the telephone, you may dial *9 to raise your hand to give public comment. And I don't believe we have anybody on the telephone to give public comment at this time.
Okay, very good. We stand adjourned then. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.